Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 8. Today, we will present about pest control with resistant varieties. First of all, let me introduce our group member. First, Mutiara Fitriyani with number student 192. Syilvia Rahmawati with study number 201. And Ristriadhi Wibawandi with study number 203. Understanding. The use of resistant varieties is one of the components in integrated pest control because it can reduce the population quickly. Pest control by planting plants that are resistant to pests has long been practiced and is an effective, inexpensive, and less harmful way to control the environment. Plant resistance mechanical. To see the resistance of a type of plant characteristics that are resistant must be compared with the characteristics of plants that are not resistant or sensitive. Resistant plants are those that suffer less damage than other crops under the same pest population level. In resistant plants, the growth and reproduction of pest population is more inhibited compared to the reproduction of pest population in less resistant plants. The resistant properties possessed by plants can be original traits, genetic factor, but can also be due to an environmental condition that encourage plants to be relatively resistant to pest attacks. Some experts distinguish plant resistance into two groups, namely ecological resistance and genetic resistance. Ecological resilience is not fixed and changes easily depending on environmental conditions, while genetic resilience is relatively stable and is slightly affected by environmental change.
One, genetic resistance. Until now, the classification of genetic resistance according to Painter is widely followed by experts. According to Painter 1951, there are three mechanisms of plant resistance to insect pests. Anticyanosis or non-preference is a plant trait that causes an insect to avoid or dislike a plant either as food or as a place for laying eggs. Anticyanosis can be grouped into chemical rejection or chemical anticyanosis and morphological anticyanosis. Antibiotics is all physiological effect or insects that are detrimental, temporary or permanent as a result of the activities of insect eating plant tissue or fluids. Tolerance occurs because of the ability of certain plants to heal from wounds suffered by pests or are able to grow faster so that pest attack affect yield less than other plants that are more sensitive. 2. Ecological resilience. Ecological resistance, or in other terms, apparent resistance or pseudo-resistance, is a plant resistant trait that is not controlled by genetic factor, but is entirely caused by environmental factors that allow the appearance of plant-resistant properties to certain pests. There are three forms of ecological resilience. One, host evasion, occurs when the timing of appearance of certain plants growth pests does not coincide with the appearance of the pest that is actively consuming the plant. 2. Include resistance. The nature of this resistance arises and is driven by the presence of certain environmental conditions so that plants are able to withstand pest attack. 3. Hot escape from attack is often experienced in a certain place. There is a group of plants that actually have a sensitive nature to a type of pest, but at one time the plant is not attacked even though the pest population around it at the time is quite high.
The role of pest-resistant varieties in PHT. In PHT, the warehouse pest population is kept below the economic threshold, and therefore the system is very effective for insect pests that have a slow and limited population growth rate. Stem-cell control increases the death rate more quickly, but the rate of development of insects that have high reproductive power is stifled very slowly, and resistant varieties reduce the population through a faster rate of decline. With, with resistant varieties, the effectiveness of other pest control components such as the use of parasitoid, predator, or other natural enemies is expected to increase and the decline in pest population to accelerate. In the era of pesticides, all control approach emphasizes the intensification of the use of chemical insecticides. As a result, all plant breeding programs are fully protected by chemical insects, and it is feared that gain erosion will occur gradually. If resistant varieties are not available or unable to control pests, the integration of varieties with moderate resistance with other control components such as parasitoids, predators, or even insecticides will give better results. Advantages and disadvantages of conventional pest-resistant varieties. Excess, its use is parasitical and economically profitable. Specific control objective, control effectiveness in cumulative and persistence, compatibility with other IPM components, and the negative impacts on the environment is limited. Deficiencies, development time and cost, limited source of resilience, the emergence of pest biotypes, opposites, property of resistance.
That's all. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.